The distress signal crackled through the void of space, a desperate plea broadcasted on all emergency frequencies. Captain Vel of the merchant vessel. Star Whisper watched his crew's faces drain of color as the transmission played for the third time. This is Tradeship Morning Light, Registry 779 Alpha. We are under attack by raiders near the outer ring. Cargo hold breached, life support failing. Any vessel in range, please respond. We have civilians aboard, including younglings. Please, anyone! The transmission cut to static, then silence. Vel's navigation officer, a young Altani named Kira, turned from her console with trembling hands. Captain, the coordinates place them in the dead zone. No patrol ships venture there. What about the human territories? Asked the engineer, Tom, his scaled hide shifting nervously. They're the closest. The bridge fell silent. Everyone knew about the humans, the Deathworlders who had emerged from their brutal homeworld only decades ago. Stories circulated throughout the galaxy about their violent nature, their warships that looked more like weapons than vessels, their tendency to solve problems with overwhelming force. We could send the distress signal to them, Vel said quietly. It's the Morning Light's only chance. The crew exchanged glances. The Altani were a peaceful species, traders and diplomats who had never fired a shot in anger. The thought of involving the humans in anything made their survival instincts scream warnings. Do it, Vel commanded. The message was relayed through human communication networks, and within minutes a response came back. The voice was calm, almost casual. This is the human vessel Iron Resolve. We received your distress call. We're en route to assist the Morning Light. Estimated arrival in 2 hours. Tell them to hang on. 2 hours later, the Iron Resolve dropped, out of hyperspace near the Morning Light's last known position. What the human ship found was a scene of devastation. The merchant vessel hung crippled in space, its hull punctured in dozens of places. Around it circled 3 raider ships, sleek predators picking at the wounded prey. Captain Jake stood on the bridge of the Iron Resolve, studying the tactical display. His ship was massive, angular, and bristling with weapons arrays that would make most civilized species question humanity's place in the galaxy. The hull was dark metal, scarred from countless battles, with no decorative elements, purely functional death. Sir, the raiders are hailing us, reported communications officer. Lisa, they're demanding we leave immediately or face the consequences. Jake smiled, but there was no warmth in it. Open a channel. The main screen flickered to life, showing a reptilian face covered in scars and ritual markings. The raider captain's eyes widened as he took in the human bridge, the weapon controls, the battle-scarred crew, the predatory efficiency of it all. Human vessel, the raider snarled, trying to maintain his composure. This is our salvage. Leave now, or we will add your ship to our collection. Jake leaned back in his command chair, completely relaxed. I'm going to give you one chance to surrender. Power down your weapons, release any prisoners, and prepare to be boarded. The raider captain laughed, a harsh sound. You are one ship. We are 3. Do you think us fools? No, Jake replied calmly. I think you're about to learn why the galaxy calls us Deathworlders. The channel closed. Jake turned to his weapons officer. Target their engines. Leave them alive. They're going to spread word about what happens when you mess with civilian ships in our sector. The Iron Resolve moved with surprising grace for such a large vessel. Its weapons systems, designed by beings who had spent millennia perfecting the art of violence, spoke with devastating precision. The first raider ship found its engines gone in a matter of seconds, leaving it drifting helplessly. The second tried to run and made it exactly 3 kilometers before its propulsion systems were surgically removed by human targeting systems. The third raider ship, commanded by the scarred captain, fired everything it had at the Iron Resolve. The human vessel's shields absorbed the barrage without even flickering. In response, the Iron Resolve's main gun spoke once, a single measured shot that left the raider ship powerless but intact. This is Captain Jake to all raider vessels, came the broadcast. You will transfer all prisoners to the Morning Light immediately. Any attempt to harm the civilians will result in your immediate destruction. You have 5 minutes to comply. The transfer was completed in 4. As the human ship moved alongside the crippled Morning Light, rescue shuttles deployed with military precision. Human engineers and medics swarmed over the damaged vessel, their efficiency born from a lifetime of preparing for the worst possible scenarios. Captain Vell, who had monitored the entire encounter, watched in amazement as the humans worked. They moved with purpose, their equipment designed for maximum effectiveness, their training evident in every action. Within hours, the Morning Light was spaceworthy again. "This is Captain Jake," came the transmission. "Morning Light, you're cleared. For departure, safe travels." "Wait," Vell responded. "We must thank you properly, offer compensation." "No need," Jake replied. "Just remember, when someone sends out a distress call in our sector, we respond. And we make sure the threat is neutralized permanently." The Iron Resolve had already begun moving toward the disabled raider ships. Vell could only imagine what would happen next, but he knew the raiders would survive. Changed, certainly, but alive to spread the tale. As the Morning Light limped toward safety, its crew looked back at the human vessel. The Iron Resolve hung in space like a dark promise, a reminder that in a galaxy full of predators, sometimes the most dangerous predator was the one that protected the innocent. The message was clear. The Deathworlders had received the SOS, and they had responded not with aid, but with a menacing vessel that made aid unnecessary. Word would spread as it always did. The galaxy would remember that humans didn't just help. They made sure help was never needed again.